Alright, we're back again with the stuff. We're doing what we gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I got still to take all the stuff out for the heads and stuff like that. I just haven't been able to do it because I went to Boston, so now I'm over here, chilling and stuff like that. So again, that this truck has not had any problems and stuff like that. The reason why I'm opening it is because I want to fully rebuild the whole entire motor. It's not bulletproof, so I have to bulletproof it and stuff. This truck has lasted 300 and something thousand miles without exploding the engine. It has leaks here and there and stuff like that, but it's just like oil leaks from the belt cover gasket and all that. But other than that, the truck has not given me no problems. The reason why the interior was the way that it was is because when I got the truck not running, and because the people that had this truck, they were beating the hell out of this truck, and they didn't put the oil in the transfer case. And me, because I was happy that I turned the truck on from the high pressure pump and the ICP sensor, that's what caused the truck not to run. So I was happy, and I forgot to put oil inside of the transfer case. And because I didn't put no oil in the transfer case, and then I locked the front differential when I was working on the rotors and the brake pads and all this stuff, I locked this right here, and I forgot about it, that I had locked it. So while I was doing that, while I locked that, I sat there and went to the front differential, and I changed the oil in the front differential and the back oil of the differential. Well, the only thing I didn't change was this oil. I didn't even put oil in there. So I went to Tampa to sit over there and pick up, one of my ex. Picked her up in the truck and all that. At that time, it was my girlfriend. And I was such in a rush, not thinking about that, not thinking that I locked that front differential. And this is my first time having a 4x4 truck, so I didn't know too much about that. Because at first, I had a cat-eye 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500, and it wasn't 4x4, it was just two-wheel drive. So I was driving a two-wheel drive at first. So 4x4, I didn't know that 4x4 came with all these headaches that you have to pay attention to. Now I do, because now, it's burnt and all that. I mean, I got it back running and stuff. But so I went to Tampa to go pick her up so we can go to the beach. No, to go to Orlando, my bad. To go to Orlando. So I went to Orlando, and I started hearing like a noise, like some weird noise. It was like coo, 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 coo. And I'm like, why does this noise keep happening? Because I kept hearing it when I was driving. So thank God Orlando has a major traffic in Orlando that, you stop the traffic with the traffic. So I was stopping, so thank God it didn't explode on me on the highway in Orlando. And then we went over there to go eat or whatever, stop the truck for a little bit. So I had her get in the truck to sit there and drive the truck so I can hear the noise. Couldn't hear the noise. There was no noise popping up. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Maybe the truck is just being weird. So I called my dad at first because I didn't know, because my dad's a mechanic. And I didn't know about the 4x4 truck like that. So he told me to go and check this metal piece that's behind the rotor. And I was like, yeah, it's not touching. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I jumped back in the truck to go bring her right back to Tampa. And when I sat there and I brought her back to Tampa, I kept hearing the noise worse. I'm like, what the hell is happening? So instead of me, chilling out and cooling down the truck, no, I decided to sit over there and just take it full blown to Ocala. I just go straight to Ocala. And because I was tired and everything like that, so I was like, they always say when you're in a diesel truck and you start sleeping on that wheel is the most dangerous thing you can ever do, especially in a truck. You crash your truck. So I was like, all right, I just need to make it home fast before I start falling asleep. So I start pushing the truck 80 miles per hour. At first I was 70 miles per hour, and then I pushed the truck to 80 miles per hour. The moment I pushed that truck to 80 miles per hour, the whole front end of my truck and my steering wheel just started to shake so bad, and all I heard was like, boom! The whole transfer case, I guess, exploded at that time. It exploded first. And when it exploded, I had my window in my truck a little cracked open. So all that flame and the heat and all that, when it exploded, it literally just shot it up in the air, the fire up in the air, and smacked the window, and all that heat hit me right in my face. Boom! And I was like, what the hell? So when I seen the explosion, I seen that the whole truck just lit up on fire from the side. And then I tried to press the gas, thinking like if I press the gas on the highway, it's going to stop it. But because it's 4x4, once when the transfer case explode, The back, this right here in the back is done. Like, that's hanging. It's not gonna be able to drive the truck no more. So I didn't know. I tried to keep pressing the gas. It didn't go. So then I pulled to the side. I looked under the truck and I seen it was a tiny fire. And I was in such a panic and all that I wasn't thinking about grabbing the floor grass that's on the side of the highway and throw it on the fire. I decided to take my sweater off and tap it and try to stop it. It didn't stop because it's oil burning, heavy oil burning. So I tried to stop it, didn't work. So I gave up. And when I gave up, I sat there and I just looked at the truck and I got pissed. I was like, damn, this truck, I just got this truck for 2 weeks, finally got it on and everything like that, spent mad money, and this truck just caught it on fire. So I call the cops. I go and tell the cops, like, yo, like, hurry up and pull up. The cops were taking 20 years because they were like, oh, what's your address? What's your address? I'm like, bro, you know my address. If I was kidnapped, you find my address real quick. The same way that you find a kidnapped victim's address, you can find my address. I'm not going to be looking at my phone trying to figure out where I'm at when I don't even know where the hell I'm at. And stuff like that. My truck is burning. Send somebody now. Like, hurry up before my full truck burns. So where I was at, it was like Tampa. I was like getting off of Tampa to go to Ocala, probably like 20 minutes into the highway. So I was still like 40 minutes, maybe 50 minutes still from Ocala. So we're on the highway, there's a turnpike that takes 30 minutes for you to turn around to get to me. So I seen the fire truck come over there and kept going. I thought they passed by me and everything like that. Yeah. And I seen the thing pass by me, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? So they took them like 30 minutes to get to me, and another 30 minutes to do a U-turn to get to me for real. So that's a whole hour of just watching my truck burn. So I'm thankful at least the motor, the transmission, you know what I'm saying, didn't burn. Everything burned. I'm talking about wires burn, everything. So I had to redo all that, rebuy all that. I'm thankful that the motor didn't burn. It took me 3 years to turn this truck on because of stress, of being pissed. I couldn't turn it on. Then until the day that I finally just woke up and I said, let me turn this truck on. Let me finally turn this truck on. So I swapped the top harness that goes to the computer on the top for the injectors and everything, like the module on the top. And that whole entire time, it was that problem, the reason why my truck wasn't turning on, because the connection, when I put the scanner on, the connection wasn't reading the computer. That wasn't reading that connection right. It kept on saying open circuit, or it wasn't reading the connection right. So I was like, okay. I go and text one of a guy that's a diesel truck seller. He sells diesel stuff for the truck. I texted him and I was like, yo, I need this piece. He ignored me, so I'm like, all right, fine, it is what it is. Ignore me. I go in my truck. I'm just looking at my truck, because I know I had pieces in there for like certain pieces. I go in my truck and the same wires that I was looking for that I'm asking this guy for, when he ignored me, I go in my truck and it's right there. So I grabbed that piece and I put it into my truck. I cranked it 1 time, didn't want to turn on. I cranked it 2 times, didn't want to turn on. I got pissed. My friend pulled up. He was like, yo, don't get pissed, just keep trying. And I was like, I'll try a couple more times. If I don't try, we're going to a party, freak it. So he was like, all right, keep trying. So I kept trying and I kept trying. I'm talking about like the 4th crank. As soon as I hit the 4th crank, I heard the motor start making a different type of noise. Instead of it going slow, it started going fast, like it wanted to turn on. So I'm like, oh, something's going on over here. Something is changing. So when I heard that start changing, I was like, okay, this is my last time. I'm going to crank this 1 more time. And if this doesn't turn on, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just going to give up on this truck, because I tried so much for this truck and it's not working out. I could sit there and I hold the key. I open the key for the injectors to sound. And I did it 3 times to put more diesel into the motor for the injectors so it can hit it right. When I did that the last time, that truck turned on, smoking a whole bunch of smoke. When I turned on, I jump off that truck, just like, oh my God, I finally did it. When I heard the noise on that truck, that turbo noise on that truck, boy, I said, you know what? That's when I figured out that to never give up. Because when you give up, you don't get further. You got to keep trying. And this is what happened. I kept trying, and the truck finally turned on. And so that truck sounded so clean, nice, and everything like that. No misfires, nothing. And that's what motivated me to do what I did, to open up this motor, check this motor out. When I opened up this motor and checked it out, it was so healthy in the inside. Nothing wrong with it. Injector's still factory. No leaks. The standpipes are still good condition. No messed up parts in there. Everything was still factory. Nobody has opened the head in this truck, none of that, not even bulletproof. And I was surprised when I seen it, because it was like, damn, the truck is not even bulletproof, and they handle all that power, and they handle all that recklessness that these people put into this truck, like beat the hell out of this truck, and then still hold that without exploding the head gasket. That's when I figured out that 2004, my year, was one of the best years of the truck, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to be upgrading the motor in the inside internal, and I'm going to be upgrading outside. I'm trying to make this truck at least 700 horsepower to 650 horsepower. 650 horsepower will be fine with, but if I can make 650 to 700 horsepower, that's my goal. My goal is to make it into that and everything like that. If I gotta upgrade all the stuff I gotta upgrade to do it, I'll do it, and everything like that, which I already know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna put that in a later on video. This truck is sitting on 6-inch lift kit with, I think, 24s, 25s by 12s. I'm pretty sure they're sitting on that. I want to take these rims off and put new rims. I want to go around the whole entire chassis and, you know, take out all that stuff that has rust and all that. Probably paint it black again, and then put some glitter inside of it so the chassis look black with glitter. My lift kit on this is one of the best lift kits, so I'm probably just gonna keep the lift kit like that and everything like that. But yeah, the truck, honestly, when I turned it on, it made me happy, so I'm just gonna continue to keep going with the truck and stuff like that. I slowed down for a little bit because I was on Boston for 2 months, but now I'm back, so I'm ready to take over. I'm ready to put this truck how it's supposed to put it. You might see people here and there in the videos, like coming in and out, you know, some people, and you might not see them. I'm not gonna guarantee nobody anything, but just know I'm gonna be focused on this truck, and I'm gonna be focused on myself. I don't want people around me to sit over there and, like, you know, distract me and what I want to do, or try to learn off of what I want to do. I'd rather just put it into the video so people can know, because a lot of people don't believe the talking. A lot of people would rather just believe what they see off of the video, and that video explains everything. So this is what we're doing. I'm gonna be doing that. This truck, I call it the Frankenstein 2.0 because it blew up on me, and this is back again. So this is back from the dead again. Call it 2.0 Frankenstein. Let me know, should I change the name or whatever? I think the name is crazy. The color on this truck is a midnight blue with like a pearlescent that makes it hit purple. So if you look at it a certain way, it turns purple, and this is a factory color. The body work on this car, or this truck, I want to get it, you know, back again, take all those dents, because I don't like the truck with the dents. I want this truck to look one of the cleanest trucks. Yeah, it has 300,000 miles, but I still want to make this truck look really clean so people can see, like, people can sit there and see this truck a certain way that nobody has it. A lot of people, they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in these trucks or whatever. I could show people that I don't gotta spend $100,000 in a truck to make a truck look really clean. So my plan is to just make this truck look how I want it, do all the details and everything like that in this truck, you know what I'm saying, sand it down, you know, send it to somebody if I have to get it painted and stuff like that, change a lot of things around this truck, make this truck as a chill truck to go to shows. When people sit there and say we're gonna have a show with trucks, pull up and have this truck as a show truck, but also have this truck as a reaction, that when people get close to me and think, oh yeah, you got a piece of crap truck and this, that, all I gotta do is tap that gas one time and this truck is gonna pass them like it's nothing. That's my goal in this truck. I know exactly what I gotta do in this truck. I get it done little by little, and yeah, we're gonna keep it from there. So that's what my plan is. That's what happened with the truck and stuff like that. Right now it's sitting on what it's sitting right now. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I gotta do for this truck, and hopefully you guys enjoy the videos that are coming on top of these videos. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's Nano. Keep it cool with me, alright?